like that, and then slapping the side of the thing, like time to take off. Yeah.
Oh wait, no,
It's earlier, yeah.
My favorite thing is when Superman saves the girl from the the gas tanks being thrown at the big slow motion shot. I love that shot. That's super cool.
Okay. I suppose it's blown up quite big. So, put me in the centre of the.
It was one of those things where James did such a beautiful job of creating a family on and off screen. He brought us together. He built this the start of this new DCU family, which we feel very honored to be a part of. And James also creates a family out of his sets wherever he goes. We got to be the new kids on the block in this very well-oiled machine that he's taken with him from project to project. And he brought such energy and passion and love for these characters and this material, and that trickled down. It just made us all want to come to work every day and keep doing better day after day. It was a blast. And I hope that shows on screen.
Thank you. We are set.
So this guy just flew into Midtown and started attacking people, demanding for Superman to show up?
Yeah, it's all in the article.
That would mean I'd actually have to make it through your writing, Clark.
I had nightmares about this.
They are launching a new era right now.
My favorite thing, I think, was I got to see the film, and it made me feel like I did when I was like in the cinema when I was like 10 years old, having some of those like formative experiences with going to the theater to watch movies, where I was completely transported, and it was magical, and it uplifted me in such a wonderful way that when I walked out of the film, I just felt so happy to be, sounds weird, but human and alive and surrounded by such wonderful people that we made the film with, but also to just go out and it inspires its goodness. So I'm excited by what the movie represents, and I'm also excited to share the movie with like my kids and a new generation.
I began working on this script before I was the head of DC, so it was a while back, a few years ago. And I'd been just trying to figure out how I would tell a Superman story. And really the biggest inspiration for it was, you know, I went back and reread a lot of my Superman comic books. And the ones that really spoke to me were Grant Morrison's and Frank Quitely's and Jamie Grant's All-Star Superman. And it wasn't that I wanted to tell that story, but the vibe of it seemed very much like the Superman movie I'd like to put on screens.
Coming, right? I mean, I don't know when you guys, I actually do know when you guys found out when you got your job.
Because you were right there.
Anthony, I don't know when you found out you were in this movie.
Don't put me on the spot with that. I do not know the day or the week, but I do remember the elation, the sense of elation when I was like, what? Oh my God, I'm gonna be in Superman. This is nuts.
I knew when you got the job on the same day.
You knew when I got the job before I knew that I got the job.
I knew that you knew that. I knew that you didn't know, but did I give it away?
Yes, you gave it away.
What?
You said, I'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon instead of like, see you later.
Yeah, instead of see you later. But I didn't register that until they told me, and I went, that's what that was with Isabella.
You put it together.
And then I put it together.
I don't know that he is, except insofar as they're technically the same person. I think one fun thing about our film is it doesn't really fully explore Clark Kent as a journalist. You certainly see some of Clark at the Daily Planet, and the question of him giving sort of softball interviews to Superman and writing very glowing pieces about him is, it brings up some ethical questions.
Stop! It feels good. I think, for me, I make movies because I like making movies, and making this movie was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I enjoyed filming it, I enjoyed editing it, I enjoyed writing it, and I enjoyed the collaboration with all of the artists around me, whether it was the actors or the department heads that helped to create this movie with me, and then believed in my vision enough to put themselves into that. So this has been a remarkable journey, and the fact that people are enjoying the film is just the icing on the cake, really.
I think she's an everyday superhero. I think while Clark has super strength and heat vision and can fly, she has the power of the pen, and she has the ability to move the needle in the world that she lives in. I think one of the things I appreciate about James's take on this material is, and he expressed this to me very early on, that he was really interested in exploring Lois's power and necessity as a journalist, in recognizing the importance of a free and fair press, and somebody who will sometimes quite literally go to the ends of the earth for the things that she believes in. I think we all feel like that has always felt important, but perhaps never more important than right now.
But we might do an interview. I could fill you in on all the behind the scenes.
Where James had written a really dynamic, shaded character on the page, and that was what was exciting to me when first reading the script. I looked at it and I went, okay, even if you're not a comic book fan or particularly a Superman fan, you have this idea of what a villain is and the evil they portray, and Lex Luthor perhaps. So it was exciting for me to look at the blueprint of his script and talk to James about that, and then go back and research comics and the history of Lex and be like, okay, well, what else can we mine and learn here that we can add to this character to present something slightly different in this movie that still services the story. So that was something really enjoyable to develop with James. Yeah.
Please get up.